what I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time.
Once more, what I've found out about them as a team is that they've been carrying on with discrete lives for quite a while. So they together, yet they residing separate. Do you hear what I'm expressing to you? Beyonce and jey-z are getting a separation. Is she insane? It appears as though there's some significant dramatization blending in the Carter family home, the tattle going around is that Beyonce and jey-z are calling it quit and heading TR for separation. Might you at any point accept it? The buzzing. So that they've been on rough ground for a long while and have truly been residing separated anyway. They've been keeping it secretive to keep up with the picture of an ideal marriage. Yet presently, it appears as though Beyonce is taking a few major actions to pay special attention to herself. A rumor from far and wide suggests that jey-z is next in line to be placed on shoot by a few major names in Hollywood. Very much like what befell his pal Diddy. Recollect when Mia, a previous craftsman from jey-z, Stone Country, let the cat out of the bag on his bind to the Brahm family known for their dubious dealings. Well, it appears jey-z's boat may be sinking and Beyonce isn't wanting to sink alongside him. Rather, she's probably trimming connections to take care of herself. Well, now is the right time to spill the tea since this entire circumstance is too wild. Does this come as a shock to you on the grounds that Beyonce supposedly asks for from this marriage and separation is unavoidable? Now, this comes at somewhat of a shock, particularly since jey-z devoted his whole Grammy discourse to Beyonce getting down on how the Recording Foundation has duped her all through her performance profession, regardless of being up for Collection of the Year. Multiple times the success has escaped her. There was a ton of trust. She'd catch it last year for Renaissance, yet, unfortunately, Harry Styles brought it back home for Harry's home, causing a remarkable mix among fans who thought Renaissance was the predominant cult. Lection J's mistake couldn't be covered up. He proceeded to vent in a meeting on named his own foundation, stressing how critical it was for him to make himself clear. He energetically contended that Beyonce's Renaissance ought to have won Collection of the Year, featuring its social effect, the way in which it empowered the world, and its general allure in clubs and remixes. He lauded its inventiveness and motivation, yet evaluated the Grammys for their obvious predisposition against Beyonce's community, aiding a craving for the honors to absolutely hit the nail on the head, mirroring the fantasies and desires of numerous specialists who revere the Grammys since early on. Notwithstanding Beyonce turning into the most granted craftsman in Grammy history, jey-z's resentment waited finally weeks scram, where he got the brilliant symbol grant. He didn't avoid raising the issue again, blaming the foundation for inclination towards his significant other. He demanded his expectation wasn't to humiliate, yet to get down on the irregularity, underlining how much the acknowledgement means to them, suggestive of legends like Michael Jackson and Stevie Miracle. Indeed, it's been a year, and you'd think perhaps he'd move past it, yet no, jey-z actually got that load of emotional baggage. I would rather not humiliate this young woman, yet she has more Grammys than everybody and never won Collection of the Year. So even by your own measurements, that doesn't work. Think about that. Fans were certainly torn about jey-z candid position, with many eyebrows being raised. Some thought jey-z put on a show of being all in all too overbearing. Can't help thinking about why he was raising a ruckus over Beyonce not catching Collection of the Year when she stacked 32 grams more than some other craftsmen ever. They felt perhaps he ought to see the value in the unimaginable accomplishments Beyonce has added to her repertoire, as opposed to regretting the special cases that will always stand out. Yet on the other side, many form when it truly contacting that jey-z was so vocal in his help for Beyonce, the way that he was all the while supporting for her over a year on, truly featured his profound consideration and obligation to what's essential to her, in addition to him utilizing his own spotlight second to praise her excitedly, preferably other over his own, struck a truly sweet harmony. Yet murmurs propose that there may be more behind jey-z's activities. Tattle whirling is that his public statements were a last offer to win beef eons back, as reports fly about them carrying on with isolated lives for quite a while. They've evidently been keeping up appearances as a unified front, similar as Will and Jada Smith increased until Jada's disclosures last year. This succulent goody comes graciousness of blogger Storm Monroe, who professes to have insider data indicating that this power couple could be near the precarious edge of separation, with Beyonce purportedly prepared to push forward with the partition and authoritatively And things with Jay-Z fundamentally after the significant narratives come out just after they are finished with Diddy. Jay-Z is up close to be uncovered. A few people in the Bive are truly feeling better to find out about the possible split as they've been encouraging Beyonce to leave Jay-Z for a long while now, there requires her to continue on became stronger after Beyonce revealed Jay-Z's disloyalty with Becky. With the great hair, regardless of the disturbance, Beyonce stayed close by, yet it appears to be she's currently considering a separation, flagging a huge shift. Beyonce has been a stone staying with Jay-Z through various challenges, getting through the unfaithfulness as well as murmurs of their age hole and hypothesis on what it could have meant for their relationship. The age contrast among Beyonce and Jay-Z has forever been an argument brought into the world in 198. One Beyonce is presently 42, while Jay-Z brought into the world in 1969 is 54. However, a 12-year age hole probably won't appear are to be surprising in numerous connections. Eyebrows were raised considering they met when Beyonce was only 18 and Jay-Z was a developed 30. The elements of their initial relationship, particularly with such an alternate age hole at those specific ages, have started conversation and worry among fans. jey-z describes of their first gathering in quite a while. 2018 tune 713. The Carter Everything Is Love collection added more interest and question. This age hole conversation has prompted web-based banter about the fittingness of their underlying relationship elements given Beyonce's age at the time. Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship timetable incorporates calm dating starting around 2001, yet just unveiling it at the 2004 MTV music video grants right off the bat if their relationship. They worked together on hits like Insane and Love, which stowed a Grammy in 2004 anyway. The way to their romantic tale wasn't smooth, with bits of gossip about Jay-Z's disloyalty circling almost immediately. Beyonce's 6-track Disdain indicated the difficulties they looked because of Jay-Z's music activities, and It's All You, That's Right, plainly portraying an unsound relationship without a doubt. In any case, notwithstanding the hardships, they figured out how to explore through the highs and lows together. Well, as of recently in 2008, Beyonce and Jay-Z concluded the time had come to say I do in a one-of-a-kind service held in Jay-Z's penthouse. Yet this wasn't your typical wedding festivity. Alongside trading and perusing rings, they increased the sentiment by getting matching tattoos of their one number 4 on their fingers. Why the number 4, you ask? Well, it's exceptional to them. They got hitched on April 4th. Beyonce's birthday is on September 4th and Jay-Z commences on December 4th. And remember Jay-Z's collection 444 and their girl's name Blue Ivy, with Ivy addressing 4 in Roman numerals. They did not know then how much that number 4 tattoo would come to represent the promising and less promising times they confront together. Quick forward 6 years into their marriage, and the Carters have unexpectedly wound up smack in the center of one of the web's most discussed debates. The show unfurled not long after Jay-Z and Beyonce's sister Solange ventured out for the 2014 Met Gala.